put toe to leather, and here we go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So Iowa State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Zane Flores, he had a tough time getting anything started in that loss last time out. 3 interceptions and was sacked 4 times. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The Cyclones are flying down the field. Give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Quickly complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Third and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Flores. Dumps it off in the flats. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So the UCF Knights offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Duke Watson, he has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, you're seeing more and more offenses in college football use running backs in the passing game. This guy is the prime example. He's a guy that deserves all the touches and all the catches he's had. Because David, he's basically a receiver playing the running back spot. He can hurt you taking handoffs, but this guy can run the route tree. He can get out vertically down the field, catches it in traffic. Such a great versatile weapon to have.
And usually you see running backs, it's a little bit awkward when they do catch it, but like you see, his arms are stretched out. He catches it with his hands. And the offensive coordinator told us this week coming into matchups, like, he's got a play list for this guy, right? Like, get this guy the ball in space. He's going to make sure he gets several touches and several matchups where he can get him. If he gets him matched up on a linebacker, that's a matchup they want to go attack. So this guy's been a weapon out of the backfield.
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
The screen, he's got wheels. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Makes it past the marker. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Here's Raiola to throw. He's got the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Knights line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Knights! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Takes it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
The Knights will try to move the chains on fourth down. Fourth down, Raiola. Got his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the back. A handoff for Watson. Crosses the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. It gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here's Raiola to throw. It's caught. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's third and goal and third and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Touchdown, UCF! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The sure hands, it's Greenlaw. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide open.
Got a little grass. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what are they?
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Caught, and he's got room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and this defense thrives on taking the football away.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
The RPO, it's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Scanning the field, it's Flores. Finds his tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Going for it all. He's got it way down the field. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, I know he makes it look easy, but trust me, it's not. For him to run the post route like that and then locate the ball in the air, out-jump a defender on a 50-50 ball, and have the hand strength to reel that one in, that is impressive.
He's got it on the run, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Raiola makes the grab. It's Farmer. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Under fire. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Knights line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Slips through the line, and he is knocked down immediately. Has that punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Flores. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Knights. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking to throw on first down. Works the middle of the field. Timeout call by Iowa State. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They make the stop. It'll be fourth down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
Wants to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Oh, he got loose. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 11 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the UCF head coach at the half. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Number 65, set to kick this one.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Quarterback may change this route. Trying to convert the third down. Here's Raiola. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Knights send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. Sound strategy here to try to punt it away from that return guy. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to adjust the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Throwing Raiola. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Snagged in the middle, it's Ashley. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on 3rd down. Makes the grab. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Knights will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down. Field and get to him before he can even get started. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Flores. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red. Mark it at the 18. The Cyclones want to move quickly. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Simon. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Caught in the backfield. It's Watson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's Raiola to throw. On target. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Knights have their offense in high gear. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Raiola. They get to him as he throws. Pulls it in. It's Farmer. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Raiola to throw. Gets it up. The offense coughs it up. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Watson. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
Fakes to grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Raiola, bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. This is a tough one. A third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes the grab on the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Cyclones racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man, it's Flores. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Pressure coming. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions.
There's some room. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knights. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first.
Ready, go!
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He uncorks 1 deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man out of the backfield. Makes a grab and room to run. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages and try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass, it's Flores. He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly.